The need to fight terrorism on European soil has become that much more real after recent attacks in France and anti-terror raids elsewhere. The EPP Group has proposed a series of measures aimed at giving authorities better tools to combat terrorism and to prevent radicalisation among youth.
The strategy to be voted on at the next Strasbourg plenary calls for tackling terrorism and its causes. Speaking at a news conference, EPP Group Vice Chair Esteban González Pons said the spirit of unity after the Paris attacks should translate into united action.
El pacto contra el terrorismo lo hemos de hacer entre todos.
We want to make this pact against terrorism with everyone. If we had another, God forbid not, but if we had another attack, the spirit of Paris must be present before there is an attack, not just after.
First on the list of measures is tackling radicalization. That includes monitoring online activity and sensitizing the public to shut down hate preachers and recruiters. It supports projects promoting moderate Islam and a greater effort in prisons to separate or isolate extremists. It calls for an EU-wide passenger name records system, or PNR, and data retention to track suspects, a blacklist of jihadis and terror suspects in Europe, the power to confiscate passports, to monitor telecommunications, to shut down terrorist financing, and tighten gun laws. But in so doing, EPP Group Chair Manfred Weber says the measures must respect Europe's civil liberties.
Und in all diesen Dateimengen, die in Europa vorhanden sind, die Arbeit zu verbessern.
We have implemented sectoral data protection standards in the past to improve the work. And that is also important to us for those future laws to build on these standards and uphold them. That is what I call the European way to collect and analyze data. Europe must take data protection seriously, but it is no argument to do nothing.
Es kann eben kein Argument sein, nichts zu tun.
While the EPP Group rules out closing internal EU borders in the so-called Schengen Area, it does call for member states to step up temporary document checks. Monika Hohlmeier, the EPP Group coordinator on the Civil Liberties, Justice and Home Affairs Committee, says the Schengen Area can remain intact with the package of measures.
If the European level wouldn't react at all, then you cannot stop a Minister of Interior saying, I feel that my member state, I have clear analysis that there is a danger because of no border controls. So the discussion of exit and entry system, smart borders package to do this in the same way as we do it with PNR and as we should do with data retention, I think then we have the possibility not only to save Schengen, but to keep Schengen in a good mind of population and of all member states.
With the pain and grief still fresh among many Europeans after the deadly terror attacks in France, some are calling for the Schengen Agreement to be scrapped. But most political groups here agree that the freedom of movement must remain as a fundamental right and as an important driver of Europe's economy. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in Parliament by checking eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.